Hi, this is Matthew Williams, author of Something Changed, Stumbling Through Divorce, Dating and Depression. And today I want to talk about something that I still find very difficult to talk about. I'm not someone, as you may have gathered by now, that finds it difficult being open about mental health, but say this is difficult. And the thing I'm going to talk about is suicide. The reason it's prompted this is that I was reading today that Middlesbrough, where I'm from, is apparently the UK's suicide capital. And there's an awful lot of young men that take their own lives. And I just want to talk a little bit about that in terms of what it means to be in that place, really, and just helping people to maybe understand it. And also by being able to talk about having those feelings, it may help people that have them to get help and to speak about them rather than being ashamed of them. It is something I've contemplated when I was at my lowest. To be honest, it pretty much consumes your thoughts, and there's not much else I could think about other than how I could make what I was going through stop. And this is, I think, one of the misconceptions. It's people see it as a choice to end, people taking a choice to end their life. But when you're in that position, you don't feel you have a choice. Again, I've spoken about what depression's like and how it is an illness that consumes you. And the thoughts of suicide are certainly were, for me, a big part of that. Because you're in a place where you just feel horrific. I've used the term horrific, dreadful. I mean, it consumes you. And like I said before, for month after month after month, unrelenting. And all you want is for it to stop. All you want is for it to stop. And you just don't think it can. You just do not think you will ever feel normal again. And you can't remember what normal feels like. You can't imagine what it would feel like to not be carrying this weight and pain around with you all the time. And it is all the time. It's constant. And you don't have any hope. I was going to say you lose hope, but it's just not even there. So it's not a matter of wanting to kill yourself. It's a matter of not being able to bear the suffering that you're going through. And people think it's a selfish act and a cowardly act, but I mean, I'm going to be kind of very blunt and honest. It's when you're in that position and you can't do it, that's when you feel like a coward, because it's the only thing you can see the only escape from what's a terrible, terrible thing for not only you to go through, but your family and those that care about you and love you and are seeing what you're going through and can't do anything about it. You honestly feel that everyone will be better off without you. And the way I felt was that because of how I was, I couldn't connect or have a loving relationship with those people around me because that capacity in me had gone. And what's life without that, And I saw I could see those relationships potentially slipping away anyway, because I wasn't me anymore. And it's a mindset that's very, very difficult to understand unless you've been there. And it's very hard for me even now, as someone that has been there, to relate to that, because it's an alien feeling. It's not like it's not a rational, conscious thing. You're just consumed by it. And I will never ever be judgmental about anybody that does take their own life. It will always be something that makes me very sad that they weren't able to find that point that I have been lucky to get to, where I do know that life can be amazing again, and you know that I was very lucky in that I did overcome my mental illnesses, but I know how difficult and how hard and how painful it is, and you know, I could easily have not got through it, and I would never ever judge anybody. You know, you're going against the strongest instinct that you have, which is to survive. And I think the fact that people feel that the only way out is by taking that action, that gives an indication of just how much that person is suffering. It's not a case of, "Ah, I can't cope with things. It's really, life can be really crap sometimes. I think I'll kill myself." I mean, yeah, I put it in a flippant way, but you know, sometimes we'll be, "Oh, it's cold." It's not an easy thing to do, believe me. Yeah, it's obviously difficult and hard hitting maybe thing to talk about. I just want to help people to maybe understand that a little bit better, and to, you know, for anybody that is feeling that way, to speak to somebody. There is help out there, and you can get through it. And you know, it might just be a minute at a time for you. It might be an hour at a time. Just concentrate on that, and you can get through it, and life can be brilliant again, and you can get to a place where you couldn't be happier that you didn't go down that road. I hope this can help someone, and I'll be back again soon, no doubt. Okay, thank you. Bye.